Tim Nevius is a leading sports lawyer and college athlete advocate that delivered a speech called The Exploitation of U.S. College Athletes. In his speech, he explains how American universities are exploiting disproportionately Black athletes, compromising their health and education, and he identifies fundamental reforms needed to protect players. He reveals these truths by using three persuasive techniques: logos, pathos, and ethos. Logos appeals to reason and logic, and Tim uses quality evidence to back up his claim. He provides the audience with studies and examples from reliable websites which help to support his reasoning. In his speech, he said, "Today, college athletes are exploited to the tune of almost $15 billion. That's how much money is generated by college sports each year." He got these logistics from an ESPN report. This reasoning helps to show that coaches are taking advantage of the revenue athletes are bringing into their school. He also uses logos through visual aid. He has a PowerPoint with graphs, providing the audience with statistics on graduation gaps in the top 5 conferences, schools receiving record revenues, and using those revenues on spending. Another technique he uses is pathos, which refers to persuading by appealing to audiences' emotions, values, and beliefs. Word choice heavily affects pathos, and he uses emotionally charged words to influence and persuade his audience. In his speech, he states, "This dynamic has not only deprived many young people of meaningful education, it has shifted generations of wealth away from mostly Black families and represents systematic inequalities plaguing our society." As he shines a light on the injustice problems in the NCAA, he is also allowing audience to experience the emotion pity. He highlights this emotion by using words and phrases like plaguing our society, shifted generations, and depriving others. These words are emotionally charged, showing how crucial this problem is. Finally, he incorporates ethos by persuading through character, credibility, and trustworthiness. Tim was knowledgeable about his subject and had the right and authority to speak about it. In his speech, he said, "And I am all too familiar with exploitation because I used to be responsible for enforcing it." After he was a college athlete playing baseball at the University of Dayton and attending law school, he became an investigator of the NCAA. His job was to enforce a rulebook that denies athletes the right to get paid for their performance. He is using ethos because his past experience in this profession ensures that he is providing his audience with credible information. He also provided ethos by his overall personal neatness. His professionalism and proper use of grammar helped him appeal to the audience and appear trustworthy. Not only were his persuasive techniques strong, his speech was very organized. He had a clear thesis statement and provided information in the introduction. He then transitioned into reasoning and did a great job persuading his claim to the audience. He ended his speech strongly by readdressing his reasons. This put emphasis on what he talked about and helped the audience leave with a better understanding. His delivery was key to persuading the audience. He limited distracting mannerisms by avoiding swaying, leaning, and tapping. He maintained eye contact and used appropriate language choices, showing that he cared and was passionate about his speech. His smooth vocal delivery helped the overall effectiveness of his speech alongside his persuasive techniques and organization. His visual aid was very effective. It allowed the audience to see his reasoning instead of just hearing about it. Overall, he did a great job preparing and presenting his speech. He got his point across effectively and efficiently.